What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, I want to give you a quick update today because Bitcoin's price is showing us something that I've not seen people talk about quite yet here on YouTube, and so of course I thought that you would want to see it. And so with that in mind, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. So looking at Bitcoin here, what we can see is that its price is still within the consolidationary range that we've been in for the last few months. I mean, March, April, May, and probably June have all been rather slow months, and this is something that is pretty common, right? We've seen it historically that Bitcoin can struggle a little bit in April and May and June and July and sometimes even August, and that's normal, right? People are out of school, people are on summer, people spending a little bit more money going to the beach, right? Just these types of things, of course. And so knowing that, obviously it's no surprise that we are seeing Bitcoin going rather sideways over the last few months. Now, one thing that I will say about this though is that I've seen people still taking this a little bit rough, right? People are saying, okay, well, what the frick is Bitcoin doing? Is its price about to crash? Is it about to pull back? It shouldn't be going sideways right now. We shouldn't be doing this. We should be doing this. Like, it doesn't make sense. And what I want to do is, of course, I've talked about in the last few videos why I believe this is a good thing and why I don't think this is a big deal and why I think fundamentally it's good that Bitcoin goes sideways. But today I want to show you something technically that also shows that this is a good thing and that historically this could easily lead us to see more gains into the future here. So what we're going to be focusing in on today is the MACD. Okay, now this isn't something I talk about a ton on my channel, but I actually do think that from a macro scheme, it is extremely important. Now, what we're going to be paying attention to is the fact that Bitcoin has now spent coming up on 5 full weeks in the red zone of the MACD. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what the MACD is, quite simply, it's a momentum gauge. That's the easiest way to look at it. When we're in the green zone, okay, we're seeing bullish momentum. When we're in the red zone, we're seeing bearish momentum. Whenever your moving averages are converging together, that means that you're going to see a reversal soon. When they're diverging away from each other, you're likely going to continue in that direction for a little bit longer. So in this example, what you can see is that, for example, look, what happened was this. We saw the moving averages in this example diverging. So this one was going up, this one was going sideways. They were going away from each other, and so that meant that a continuation to the upside was likely going to happen. But then you started to see momentum shift, right? You saw the light green boxes start to print, showing that momentum was changing, and these things started getting close to a divergence, or convergence, sorry. And the moment that they converged was around the time that we did see the reversal to the downside with Bitcoin pulling back 10, 15, 20%. Okay, so very easy, very simple. Anyway, so when we look at the MACD today, what we're going to be focusing in on again is the fact that we are seeing these red boxes here, nearly 5 weeks worth of them. Now, the reason I think that this is so important is because Bitcoin seems to have to do this throughout its bull markets. It seems like it has to have these moments of red. Okay, let's just look at history for a second. Okay, looking at this thing, we had this one here, we had this quick one here. Let's go back to the next bull market before that. Okay, boom, we had red here, red here, red here, red here, and right here. Okay, so we have to have these moments throughout the bull market. It seems like it's mandatory for Bitcoin to be able to have these red moments in order to continue upwards, right? Now, some of them are more dramatic than other ones, right? But at the end of the day, we need to see these moments in which the market is just quite simply, or Bitcoin is quite simply, pulling back and slowing down to allow the bulls to relax, the bears can do what they're going to do, allow some of those downside liquidations to happen before that continuation to the upside. That's all it is, realistically. That's all it is. And so just know that Bitcoin has to cool down throughout these bull markets. It has to have moments where it cools down. It's mandatory for continuous long-term growth. Now, think about that and keep that in mind as we do go back over and look at what's happening right now. So think about the fact that Bitcoin is now going into one of those phases, and it's been in one of those phases for a few months, in which it is cooling down, the bulls are slowing down, allowing the bears to do what they're going to do so we can get these downside liquidations. That is happening right now. Now, why is this a good thing? The reason that it's a good thing is because you have two options for this to happen. Option number one is Bitcoin's price crashes, and that forces this thing into the red zone. That's option number one. Option number two is we go into a sideways consolidationary channel, which looks like us going sideways like this. And then we see this thing go into the red zone a little bit more casually. We see the bulls and the bears having a bit more of a battle, and then Bitcoin eventually breaking to the upside. Very similar to what happened right here. Look at this. We didn't see a crash. during this? No. We just saw Bitcoin going sideways and then we pumped afterwards. You have one of two options. If it has to go red, if it has to cool down, you have one of two options. It's either going to go really far down or it's going to consolidate. And so in moments in which we're seeing it consolidate rather than going down, one, you should know that that's a good thing. Two, it implies that we're going to see a breakout to the upside of this range eventually. And three, it goes to show that the bulls are still, although cooling down, extremely strong and allowing this price to maintain its floor rather than seeing a macro pullback, which is a sign that typically we are not close to the end of this cycle, okay? And so all of these things to me are very good. I think they're very important. And that's not to say that Bitcoin can't pull back, but it's a good sign that it has not pulled back yet. And because of this, I have still been buying. You guys know I bought some Bitcoin just yesterday. Over in HG Access, I said just bought some Bitcoin at 67.75K as it tests support, tiny purchases. Now, guys, please don't forget, if you do want to see what I am buying, you can go to the HG Access link down in the description below. It's the most value-packed crypto platform on the face of this planet. You can see what I'm buying, other creators like my financial friend, Connor Kenny. Connor Kenny actually just hit two big plays last night, 231% gainers right there, absolutely insane. But on top of that, there's way more stuff, right? I mean, there's live streams, seminars. They just had a seminar last night with our guy Smart Money Crypto. There's exclusive content and market recaps, guys. There's gym calls, there's degen plays, there's literally all types of stuff. And on top of all of this, what you can see, if we head over, let's go to the winners board, boom, you can see the gains that are being made here. The gains that have been made, 45%, 36%, 25%, 100% there, dude, 10% there, 52% there. It's been absolutely insane. So make sure you do go check that out down in the description below if you do want to check out what I'm buying and much, much more. It'll all be explained there for you. But look, overall, guys, this is beautiful. This is good. I'm buying still right here in this because I do think this is an accumulation phase, just like this turned out to be. Just like this little boring ass time in the market, just like that turned out to be. And so with that in mind, I will continue to update you as this little boring phase does play out, but I am going to continue to update you on a multiple times a week, just letting you know, hey, this is what I'm seeing. This is what the wells are doing. This is some of your more fundamental statistics. This is your technical analysis, just things like that. So listen, if you do enjoy these videos, all you got to do to let me know is just like this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And of course, tune in whenever I post a few more. I have 2-3 more coming today, so make sure you do stay tuned for those. And I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.